Hello, this is Lani with Broken Seashell Stamping, and today I'm just going to showcase this new kit. It's currently available in the online exclusives. Get this out here. Oops, I'm just going to show you a little bit of what's in here and what I plan to do with it for a little album. And let me back up here a little. Okay, see a little bit of my desk this time. So that comes in here. It's this little I believe it's 6x6. Let's check that out here. Kind of kept this to keep some of the items in, to keep them organized. So I'm keeping that for now. So you get some adhesives. So here is the Daisy Days kit. And does it have the number on it? I don't see it right now. The colors are Blueberry Bushel, Crisp Cantaloupe, Crushed Curry, Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, Strawberry Slush, and Timid Tiger. So I believe it's 6x6. Let's check this out here. So the papers that come with it are right here. So you have these inserts for your pages. So here's the inches. So the paper itself is 6.5, and I believe that's to cover the little binder part by 6. Yeah. So you've got a 6.5 piece of paper for your book, and then we've got the ephemera. There's some really pretty pieces. Now, I'm going to keep some of the little dots just for confetti in a different project. So one thing I noticed about this kit is I like to make pretty heavy duty scrapbooks. So I feel like these are a little too weak. So what I'm going to do is pull in some reinforcements to help this out. Hole punch, best friend. So I'm going to leave this cardstock a little longer, as I mentioned, and just going to go ahead and punch these holes. So use that as my guide, and that way I've got my piece of paper ready for another page. So let's go ahead and do a few reinforcements, and then that I won't be recording that on there. So we got one there. I want to put them on first, because if I decide to cover them up with paper or other materials, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm just going to put these papers in here for now so they don't get lost, as I'm going to be using this to do my travel journal when I get a chance. So I figured, so this is Shamrock, which to me, it's similar enough to the other greens that it works. It really seems to match this stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put some reinforcements on this, and I wanted to show a trick I have for if you don't have any reinforcements. So I just get I have photo safe tape. This one I'm not sure if this one was photo safe or not, but what I do is I take a piece of tape and just put it on either side. Now I don't want it to be too long, so this side is so pretty. I really like the daisy side with the crisp cantaloupe. It's going to take a while for these names to roll off my tongue better. Okay, there's one. And then the second one here. So cut that now so I don't do that. Fold it over. And then you take your hole punch and punch through the tape. And now you've got a reinforcement that you can't even see it on this one, so it's kind of better. But that way at least you have a way to keep your pages together without falling apart if you don't have reinforcements. So I hope that will help out if you need something like that. Some really pretty ephemera I'm going to go ahead and punch out and put in a little bag. What I like to do is take this bag from the tear and tape. I removed the tear and tape, and that's where I put all the ephemera, so that way it's all organized. And if I have any ephemera or pieces from our vacation that you want to incorporate in your scrapbook, then that's a good place to put them. Now, before I go on a vacation, or if this is like for a specific local event that I'm going to document, which this would be great for anything during the summer, you know, movie nights, bowling, beach days, lake days, whatever it is you end up going to do. You put the pieces of that stuff, like maybe parking passes, you're going to put those in this same bag. That way it keeps it together and you're able to use it in your scrapbook, or kind of junk journaling too, if you have it. Now, so once you have all these popped out, just trying to do this quickly here without ripping them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put those in your bag. So that way it keeps it together, and your tear and tape will be fine. It'll survive on its own. The other option is to put some of them in this one with the adhesives, but I prefer to just take my tear and tape out because I end up using a lot of it. Now, I don't throw these away. This can be very useful to do a little bit of decorating your pages. So I'll show you that here in just a moment. So I'm going to finish and put these pieces in the book because I want to have them laid out in my book before I start using it. All right, so I'm back. I've gotten all the pages done. So we've got the standard number that came with it. We got 1, 2, this, I'm going to count this clear one, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and then there's 16. So we have 16 pages already in this book. That's a lot. So that's 32 front and back. So that's a lot of pages for a book, which is great because the more you put in it, the more it's going to get thicker. Now, one thing I noticed with that longer page, it sticks out. So I'm going to end up cutting that back down to the 6.5, like these pages, instead of the 7. Because I don't want it to stick out of my book. Now, the pockets in this, they comes with some pockets. Let's see where they go. I'm not sure where I'm supposed to adhere them. I think it's supposed to be on the binder part, but let's see what the instructions show. So here's the pocket. It looks like it goes on that page. So lots of different options to use for pages. And they show you which ones to do. I didn't do them in that order. I did it kind of in my own order because I like to do things differently like that. So I would really like to try and put this folder on this part because I like to have something on some debris in there. I like to have my pockets on this side. Oh, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do. So this is the pocket. It's a pretty cute little pocket. So it's going to fold like that. But this is super shiny, so I'm gonna have to look on that. I'll post another video about what I do for that part, but I really like the outside with the daisies better than the blue. So I guess I'm gonna try to figure out which way we like that. But anyway, I hope this helps get you started on your album. And I did grab an old retired 6x6 piece of papers. I thought these would look really cute with it. Not necessarily that page, but some of these here would look kind of cute together, even though they're in different color schemes. So depending on what you're doing, I think the colors kind of work with this. So not all the pages, but a lot of the colors will work with this set. So just kind of some other options with the papers. I'm sure there's something in the online store that coordinates, but I'm just trying to use what I have. So that's going to do it for this, unless there was one other thing I wanted to show you. Okay, so I decided to grab this out real quick to show you some stuff. This is the Lovely Arrangements bundle. The stamp set, I'm not going to do any of these at the moment, but I might cut them out for some elements to add to my book later. I'm using the Lovely Arrangements to do a little bit of stamping on some of these pages. I'm going to start with the plain one just to give it some more interest for us to use on our book. So go ahead and take this one out. This is my scrap paper. And I also wanted to mention this card chipboard that comes in the box. I always keep that because I use it as like a little mini table or mini clipboard. So that way if I need to write something and I don't have anything stable or hard to write on, that helps out. So I'm going to use this big flower here. And I think the other little one right next to it. So those two, and then I'll get the greenery out. So since this is the Shamrock, I don't even know if I have that stamp set. I know I have Summer Splash. I think I did. I think I just have it as a spot here. Let's see. Oh, that's Peaceful Pine. I have my stuff sitting here. And no Shamrock. Well, let's see what we'll use. Let's do Peaceful Pine, since that's part of this new in colors. It'll work for a darker color. So go ahead and let's see which one works there. And let's do one there. Just do a little bit of treating those. Okay. Maybe this so you can see better. I'm gonna put I don't want to get my mat dirty quite yet. So we're just gonna put a little bit of imaging on the side here. Let's see, I'll put that piece there. And then I still got it on my mat. And put this one down here. There we go. I haven't used this stamp set yet. I've had it for a while. It's the first time I've actually taken it out to play with. Alright. This one's a really good one for corners. And then the other thing is, this is that 1/2 inch that I cut off. So this is a nice little design element we could do. So what I'm going to do is get the leaf, put this aside. Okay, block. All right, and I want it on the light side instead of, this is the two-tone 12 by 12 paper. I just want to put some leaves, still sticking to it. There. And there. Let's little bit. Okay. And then get some leaves in here. That there. Just to give it some depth here. Okay. The Peaceful Pine worked out really well for this. All right, and let's go ahead and get my glue. Just some little design to give it. Make sure it's lined up right. It's a little crooked, but it's good. So there we go. There's a little handmade scrapbook page to go along with this album, and we can add some of the ephemera elements to it as well. It's got a lot of these pretty cool like journaling blocks and tags. So this one looks like it would go good with this page. Oh yeah, that works. So the other thing that's sometimes fun, let me just clean these off a little bit. So when I put these journaling blocks down on my pages, so if I was going to put that there, what I would do, not necessarily using this one, although this is really cute, it's got little strawberries on it, but I would just adhere down here, just right on the sides and the bottom, so then this tag could stick there, and then you can pull that out, and it has more elements, because you can put stuff on the back and the front. So I was gonna make a lot more pages, but I think this is gonna be a decent amount. So I'm gonna just put this somewhere. That page looks good. Yeah, that'll work. And then if we wanted to add coordinating on this side, so what I'm gonna do, I should have pulled that yet. Take this side here, and since I've got the same stamp set out, although I'm not going to use the same color. I think I'm going to go ahead and use the Golden Glow for this one. Oh, I'm so not used to the magnets yet. Let's clean off my stamps. So we can match our... Now I might use the green with the leaves, since leaves are typically green. But this is our book, it can be any color. All right, let's do that and not get it all over myself. So that's gonna be on that side, so I'm just gonna put, let's do this here. All right, so put some of these in the corner. Got that one a little bit off, but it'll be okay. All right, so got those. Yeah, I'm not gonna use the green or the, my hands are not coordinating with those yet. All right, so we want to put, since this is on the opposite of this page, so now we have our matching flowers. The green, you know, I could use the Peaceful Pine, but I really want to use Shy Shamrock, so I'm just going to do that later. But at least you can see how you can add some other elements to your pages before you take this on your trip, or before you start decorating it with pictures. So I hope that helped. Again, this is Lani with Broken Seashell Stamping. And this is the Daisy Days kit. I'm trying to find those instructions again to show those to you. And they're missing. Oh, it's the Daisy Days. There it is, hiding. There's the kit. So it's going to be a fun little journey on this book here. And I will share some more when I have more to share. Thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day. Until next time, bye-bye.